Hi everybody, time for our weekly fishing report, and today I'm going to report on our fishing trip out of Meraki. Now Meraki of course is south of where we are here in Christchurch and is well known for its blue cod fishing. We got a trip offered to us from Pen. Let the battle begin.
Drop the bigger bait down to the bottom. We're just cranking and winding. Yeah, that's pretty good fish. Looks like a bad one.
Says on my arm. We got given the shirt as part of the uniform, and quite a few retailers from all over the country, all the way from the north of South Island to the very tippy toe of Invercargill in the south, went out there and had a bit of a good time on a party boat, doing what so many people enjoy, and that is collecting good fish to eat. So I must admit that blue cod was delicious last night, but when it comes to the sheer excitement of blue cod fishing, I must say the most exciting part about it was when all the mollymawks and albatross tried to eat the cod as they came from the water into the boat. And gee, I tell you, it's quite a spectacle. They're quite a gallery when they get going. So if you want to go out there and have a good time, make sure you take your camera and enjoy what the birds do, because they are really big mothers and they are aggressive. They've got an attitude like you wouldn't believe, and that's great fun. Other than that, it's a bit like catching spotties or herring off the wharf when you do that sort of thing. I must admit, I'm geared up for the fish that fight. I'm geared up for ultralight tackle, and I love that whole challenge of getting something that's liable to bust me right up. Must admit, didn't get terribly busted up by the cod that are out there, but we did have a great time. We were out with Sirocco Charters, so I'd give them a mention and a shout out. They do a good job out there because there's just so many spots that you can fish in. We're only fishing in about 30 or 40 meters of water, and there's just cod all over the place. And of course they get trumpeter, not that we got any, but we did get terraki and a whole pile of other little species, wrasse and etc. Along the way, and it was a great day out because the weather was so darn good. So any day out there is better working in the field office than it is working in here. I'm staring at a computer, and that can often drive me a little bit on the nuts side. The day before we did a little bit of trout fishing, and we went to one of the tributaries off the Waitaki, and I must admit I was with Chris, big guy from here, and I tell you, I watched him soft bait. He is very, very good at it. We were in ultra clear water, ultra thin, low conditions, and I watched so many fish get hooked. I tell you, one day I have threatened to do a how to go soft baiting in our rivers type video. The reason that I'm not really keen on doing it is because I just know how effective it is. It might actually have quite a detrimental effect on the population of fish that are out there. Very, very good fun in doing it though, when you know how, and he really does know how. I was on a fly rod, and I can't say that I had a bad day because I did enjoy getting the odd decent sized fish, and of course one of those appeared on our Instagram account last night. Anyway, on to what's going on in the backcountry then. Trout fishing is still going well. The rivers are either extremely high or very low and clear, depending on whether or not you've had that feeding in from the northwest rain in particular. But you've only got a few weeks left. Get out there and enjoy yourselves. I think I said last week, it's definitely worthwhile going to the high country lakes, especially if they've got an inflowing river, just simply because the fish are starting to congregate around there. And it would be my advice to you, if you can get a trip up to Lake Coleridge, go fish either the Wrighton or the Harper ends, and you'll be surprised just how many fish are now starting to congregate there. The rainbow trout get in extremely good condition. Even the salmon are looking at getting up there, and admittedly they're smaller than the ones at the canals, but you can have a lot of fun by being onto them. As far as the general salmon fishing around the place is concerned, unfortunately it's been a bit of a dismal year. I do believe though that the Rakaia was the real shining light in the whole thing. So if you can get yourself a lake fish, well, get out there and make it happen. I was talking to someone who went down there on the dirty edge of the water, and they were casting just into the clear edge of the sea and caught a salmon. Only person there. Gee, it's not a bad way to spend a day if you can get out there. Remember, any day out fishing is better than a day working. Well, the great news is, of course, that the canals are coming back into their best time of year. I know that as the days get shorter, we've got daylight saving about to stop, and oh gee, I just want to get down there. It's been a long time since I've been there, in fact, because I tend to avoid it over the summer. I do a lot more of our backcountry fishing here because I do like the variety in it, but winter time now is becoming canal season time, and of course, some of my early scouts who've been down there are tempting me with these amazing pictures of big fish, and I've got to admit it starts to get under my skin, so I am looking forward to getting down there. Remember, as the water temperature goes down and the flow rates go up, your fishing gets better and better. As we get closer to that spawning time, the fish are in prime condition. They look really, really good. Both salmon and trout are going pretty good at the moment. Certainly the eggs are starting to fish well, and I just can't wait to get down there. You'll see some reports for me down there as we get into the new season. Got new things to try. Remember, it's a constantly evolving type of fishery, and there's always new products coming out to try and tempt you and me into having a better success. Well, I don't want the temptation, I want the results. You know, for me, it's about catching fish. For me, it's becoming more effective in what we do, and that's why we do our fishing schools. And we've got a few spaces left on our July school at this stage. Most of our other ones being booked out. But you know, the more you can learn about it, please come in and talk to us. We love to share information. We'll let you know what we think's going well, and we'll show you some of the techniques that we're using so that you've got that on a one-on-one basis. And if you're coming from other places in the country, please come in and talk to us, because we do make the canals very much a specialty area of what it is that we do and what we know about. And we want you to have fun, because it's a big fishery. It can take a lot of pressure, and it has outstanding results. On a world-class basis, this is quite exceptional. So we'll give you a little bit more on that as we get closer into the winter time. Of course, we'll be concentrating on a lot more of that, and we'll give you a few more tips and tricks so that you do very well down there. Please come and see us. We're at 484 Cranford Street in Christchurch, or you can catch us online at CompleteAngler.co.nz, Facebook page, or ring us up. You know, all those things in this day and age, it's pretty easy to get to us, and all my fishing staff are very, very good at being able to give you advice. My culture that we've tried to develop here in Complete Angler over the years is to help you catch more fish.